Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of the vlog. So today we are working on the S3 once again, and we're going to be installing two products. We're going to be installing the front grille that I've been flashing on social media, and also we're going to be installing this product here, the XLR from Racechip. So everyone knows Racechip for its performance chips, piggyback systems that improve the power and the torque in your vehicle, but not many people know the XLR product range, which is the throttle control system that Racechip have developed to improve the response of the throttle. Why do you need this in your car? Well, most manufacturers, they have a drive-by-wire system, so the accelerator pedal is connected via electronic circuitry to the ECU, and then that controls a throttle body controller. Now those systems tend to be quite sedate in their response, so when you press the accelerator there is a delay that goes to that throttle response before the car responds. Hardly noticeable by you, but it makes a difference in performance, and this is where this device comes into place, because what it does, it allows you to improve that performance so that the car responds quicker than normal, thus giving you that added performance boost, or so it appears to, as you accelerate, and it takes the lag out. And that's the most important thing that it does. It takes the lag between your response on the throttle and the actual throttle body opening up the throttle and allowing fuel and air mixture to get into the engine, so it gives you that added, feels like a performance benefit. So it's a good product to have, and really does make that difference. So let's take a look inside and see what's in the box and how simple this is to connect to the vehicle. So installing the Racechip into a car couldn't be simple. There are just two components that you need. So you have the response here, the throttle. This controller here will set the different settings, and then you have your box here that connects to the throttle in the vehicle. Now, as usual with most Racechip products, it comes with some decent instructions that walk you through the entire process here. And also this product can be controlled using the app. And then inside the box here you also get the all the connections and the sticky backs that you need, and I'll show you those now, that allow you to connect it all to the vehicle nice and securely. Connection to the car couldn't be simpler. It's literally just two connections. So one goes into the throttle or the accelerator pedal, the other goes into the cable that plugs into the accelerator cable. Then you've got the controller itself, which then plugs into the module, and you just have to find a nice secure place to place the module. Simple as that. Should be a 15-minute installation tops. And as we have come to expect with Racechip, the installation guide is very simplistic, very comprehensive, to the point, and it covers all the applications that this device is being created for. Okay, so in the S3 we have a hanging pedal, so the actual power cable to connect up is up the top there, and you can see it hanging there. So I've disconnected that, which was pretty easy. I didn't need to take any of the trim apart to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to place the Racechip module just behind this panel here, because there's a nice little space down there. I could just show you with my fingers pointing for it to position. So I'm going to pull it in place there first, and then I'll show you it in position. Okay, so hopefully you can just see the Racechip in position there by the two wires. So it is now fastened in place. So all we need to do is connect up the connections to the throttle, and then we are good to go. And that is it. We've now installed it, and I've run the cable along there. So we've got a little clip holding it in place. Hopefully that will stay, and the cable looks nice and tidy. So let's turn the ignition on, and what we see is that the light comes up in a neutral position, and we can then select our race mode. So you can see when you go into the race mode, it goes red. Into our sports mode it goes orange. Neutral, so that's default. We've got a white light, and then our two eco lights down the bottom there, which is our fuel saving. So it's simple as that. It literally took me 10 minutes to install, if that even. And now we can go out and test this and see how it performs. Right, okay, so we're going out for a test drive and I've got the car running on Sport Plus, so we're going to see how. Oh yes, you can feel it straight away. So straight away what happens is the car just responds straight away to the accelerator. It's almost as if the car is trying to get away from me, but it is controllable. It's just instant. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm going up a bit of a hill now. Wow. This is no exaggeration. You can really feel the difference. It feels like as if I've just done a power mod to the car, but it isn't. It's just the fact that the accelerator is responding straight away to any input rather than any kind of lag. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull it back to normal. Yeah, you can definitely feel it. You can actually feel the difference. Instantly, you can instantly feel the difference. So the two race modes really for track condition. You probably wouldn't want to drive it in the road, and from what I've seen from other reviews, it can be quite aggressive. But I've got it in normal now, and the car does feel different. It does feel completely different. Normally, it just feels like an underrated car, non-responsive. Whereas in the sports mode, it definitely does feel more aggressive. We're going to put it back into sports mode in a second, as soon as I find a moment to stop and put it in. We'll do that in a second, and then we can tell for sure whether or not that there is a difference. So let me just stop here, stick it in Sport Plus, and then we'll go again. Yeah, definitely feel the difference. It's definitely much more responsive. Definitely more responsive. It feels like a different car actually. But it's not aggressive with it as well. So even though it's quite responsive, it's controllable still. I feel like I'm not having to feather the accelerator because now it's too sensitive. That definitely isn't the situation that I'm experiencing. It feels much more controllable, but just a lot more responsive. So the car is going how my brain is telling me it should go. And actually putting it back in normal mode, it felt like I was getting into a different car. Yeah, definitely. Now, because it is more responsive, I might be using up more fuel, but there is 2 eco modes as well if you really want to go down that road. But yeah, it's definitely different, but different in a very good way. Okay, so I've just taken the car out in sports mode, and this car is a beast in sports mode. It really is such a different car. The way that it handles the responsiveness. I'm driving in sports mode now, and literally I just have to touch the throttle and the car responds straight away. It's like whoom, rather than that slow gradual uptake. And it really does make this car a joy to drive. It's almost like I've had a performance improvement without the actual Racechip fitted, if that makes sense. So I didn't think it was going to be that dramatic, but I thought I'd try it in sports mode to see, and boy does it make a difference, particularly when you're going through the gears. It really does fly up. So yeah, so like now if I just goes, amazing. Right, back to base. And there it is, the new grille. Nope, it's the old one. I don't know, I just, after going through all the effort to take it off, it just looked horrible on there in that colour. It just didn't look right, and it looks so wrong that I couldn't even show it on camera. So the old one is back on, and I'm going to decide whether I'm going to send it back or paint it black, because I did get it really cheap. So yep, for now the old grille is back on and this car is looking stock. So the final thing that we've done today is we've fitted the number plates from the guys at MDW Plates, and they look really good. Probably can't make out the 3D, but they look really nice. So we fitted the ones at the front here, and we also did the one at the back as well. So they do a good job. So I'll put a link to their site down below. So the Racechip XLR really does make a difference to the way the handling of the car and just the photo response, making it crisper, sharper, fully customizable as well, which is really impressive. And you can control it using either the app or the rotary controller, which I had. My preference is the rotary controller because it's at my fingertips and I can just adjust it as and when I need to, rather than having to get my phone out and then getting the app dialed in. Now Racechip are actually going to release an updated module, and we will bring that out closer to the time when it gets released. I think it's around October, so we'll bring some news on that and we'll hopefully be able to test that out as well. And I've put a link below for MW Plates, who make the 3D plates, so look at the guys there, because they've done a really good job on that as well. So that's it for this week. Yeah, the grille was a little bit disappointing, but hey, that's why we try these things. It just looked rubbish in the car, and that's the reason why I never showed you. Anyway, look forward to seeing you guys midweek. Now midweek's video is going to be on Friday, because we are doing we're doing another review, a product review, because we're still waiting for the Q5 to come back, and we're still waiting to sell Ibiza. So while we're waiting for those assets to come and go, we just need to make sure that we watch the pennies. So until that time, we'll be doing other things. So I hope you understand that, and we look to resolve that as soon as possible. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe down here, guys, and give us a thumbs up as well if you've enjoyed this material, this vlog, and click and be a subscriber if you're just a casual viewer. So I hope you've enjoyed this. We will see you at the end of this week.